Hello and welcome to the France 24 interview. Our guest today is the former president of Pakistan, Pervez Musharraf. After living nearly 4 years in exile, he is about to return to his home country. He has created his political party and he intends to run for the elections. General elections are scheduled to be held in Pakistan within the next 2 months. However, his return home is likely to create some controversy as he faces the prospect of arrest. Several warrants have been issued against him for some violent incidents during his tenure from 1999 to 2008. He joins us from Dubai via satellite. Mr. President, thank you for being on the show.
You're welcome.
Mr. Musharraf, are you definitely going back to Pakistan, and if so, when?
Surely, absolutely, definitely. And the latest I've given is, for myself, is 24th of March, and it can be earlier. But I had identified that I will go 1 week, within 1 week after the dissolution of the assemblies.
So after the assemblies stop their work, there will be a caretaker government. Elections are scheduled within the next 2 months. Are you planning to run in those elections?
Yes, absolutely. I myself, as well as my party.
Your party is called the All Pakistan Muslim League. Do you think that you have a decent chance by coming back, I would say so late, to make an impact politically?
Yes, I think so. 2 months, or if I get more, 3 months, is sufficient to create an impact. In Pakistan's environment, impact creation takes only about a week or 10 days. And the examples are there of some previous people who've done that.
I mentioned earlier the risk of arrest. It's a real risk because warrants have been issued in a number of cases. I'll cite the main ones. Your alleged failure to provide security to former Prime Minister Benazir Bhutto, who was murdered in 2007 when you were in power, in the slaying of the Baluch leader Akbar Bugti, in the face-off that you had with judges back in 2007. And some people in Pakistan, some officials have said, yes, you will be arrested if you set foot on Pakistan's soil. Are you fearing arrest?
The possibility is there, but I would like to clarify that the arrest warrants on me are because I have not appeared in the court when I was summoned. So it is not that I am accused in any one of those cases, which I think are all politicized. So when I go, I do intend appearing in the court. So once I do that, the reasons for my arrest will no more be there.
Did you get guarantees that not only you will not be arrested, but that you will be provided security? We know that during your tenure, there have been a number of attempts on your life.
Well, I haven't got any guarantees from anyone, and I haven't asked anyone for any guarantees. I'm not in the habit of asking. The other thing is that security is my right as the ex-president. It is written in the rules of Pakistan and in the rules of the law enforcement agencies. They are supposed to provide me security as they provide to all other ex-presidents and prime ministers.
Are you planning eventually to run for president? Is this your goal? Let's just rewind. You fled, you left the country because there was an impeachment procedure against you. I mean, is it maybe your goal to take a revenge because your departure was not very glorious at the time?
Well, no, I don't believe in revenge. I'm not going back to take any revenge from anyone. I'm going back to set the country right if given a chance. I know what to do. I have done it for 9 years. I brought the country out from a defaulted and failed state to one country which is one of the N11 countries of the world, next 11 countries of the world. So I know what to do, and I'm going back for that purpose. And I think the party, and with my Although you've said that in the last years there was a downslide in my popularity, but in the beginning of 2007, my rating stood at 78% my popularity. And I think with the passage of time, I've regained quite a lot of my popularity.
So will you run for president or only in the parliamentary elections?
At the moment, I will concentrate on giving a momentum to my party and my party winning maximum possible seats in the National Assembly.
But you're obviously not going back to be a simple MP.
No. I think, no, I'm not doing that because I've been in charge of the country for 10 years. I cannot be, I cannot lower my stature.
I want to get to some issues with the relationship with the United States. Some people have accused you of allowing the US to use drones to strike within Pakistan, to allow special forces to come in and out of Pakistan at will. What should be done about it?
Never did once any special forces of Americans come into Pakistan. That was absolutely out of the question. Drones, yes, indeed, drones came in. And drones were a violation of our sovereignty, but
which you accepted.
When they attacked targets, there were only 9 drone attacks in my time of 4 years. They were never allowed. There was no agreement with the United States whatsoever. But however, on the drones, doing photography and identifying militant targets on ground, yes, that we were jointly doing so that we could attack those targets with our own means available to Pakistan armed forces.
If you come back to power, what will you do? Because the Americans are not only doing surveillance, they're clearly hitting targets more and more. Will you ask them to stop it?
Yes, they must stop it because it is going negatively in the people of Pakistan because of the collateral damage that they do. That is why. But however, if militant targets are identified, as I was doing in my time, they need to be attacked by the Pakistan forces. And we have certain means. In those times, we have our own air force, the helicopters with precision guided munitions, and we created a force called SOTF, Special Operation Task Force, which was heliborne capable during day and night, and we used to attack targets with those. So we need to, I think, resort to it. Identification, seeing of targets through drones and UAVs, unmanned aerial vehicles, we need to assistance, but then attacking the target should be done by Pakistan Armed Forces.
But the problem is the Americans do not trust Pakistan.
Well, they trusted when I was there. They trusted us.
And you think
they trusted me.
And you think they will trust you again?
I hope so. The relationships between two countries can only improve if there is an environment of trust and confidence. Otherwise, they cannot improve. An improvement of relations between the United States and Pakistan vis-a-vis India or Afghanistan is very much in the interest of the United States and Pakistan. So therefore, both should be interested in improving relations. And for that, we need to improve our trust and confidence.
Last issue, there is obviously a bone of contention because of Osama bin Laden's presence for 5 years in Pakistan, according to what we know, including 2 years when you were at the helm of the country, and that Pakistan did not do enough to try to find him. So this begs the question, are other senior Al-Qaeda members in Pakistan, including Ayman Al-Zawahairi, Osama bin Laden's number 2 and now the number 1 of Al-Qaeda?
Well, that is possible. It is possible that he may be in the tribal agencies, but one cannot be sure. Anyone who says he's definitely there, I disagree totally. Why wouldn't he be with the Taliban who are controlling the eastern and southern part of Afghanistan? So therefore, we don't know where he is. But as far as Osama bin Laden is concerned, yes, indeed, it was a acute case of negligence. But if anyone thinks that there was complicity involved by either the government of Pakistan or me in my time for 2 years, I don't I negate that. There was no complicity. It's a case of serious negligence.
So you think that on this issue, given the past experience, you will try to change things, maybe to make the Pakistani effort to crack down more successful?
Yes, we have to. Now, the environment, may I say, is not the same as 9/11, by the way, or in between. Now, the environment is that the coalition forces and US forces are leaving in 2014. The question that Pakistan would like to ask is, what environment are you going to leave? Are you going lock, stock, and barrel, going away? Or are you leaving a force behind to support the Afghan National Army? Because if you leave lock, stock, and barrel, I presume the Taliban will reign supreme again. They'll take over. The Afghan National Army will not be able to sustain their pressure. And if you stay there, then maybe a stalemate will persist. Now, Pakistan would be interested in seeing what conditions remain in Afghanistan. And we also know that India is trying to create an anti-Pakistan Afghanistan. So therefore, Pakistan has to fend for itself and see how it ensures its own interest and own security. So this is a different ball game altogether. And therefore, any government in Pakistan would like to see how its policies need to be adjusted to adhere to the changes beyond 2014.
Okay, Mr. Musharraf, that's all we have time for. Thank you so much for granting us this interview just before your return from Dubai to Pakistan. Thank you for watching this edition of The Interview here on France 24.